back to my house to take vitamins I know don't fucking do anything because I believe that might be the day I get whatever it's going to be that I get. Do you understand? All right. I think the deeper point here is you never know when someone's going to dump some shit into your head that's going to ruin your life or at least change it for months or just cause you trouble. And it could be just in passing, somebody just drops shit into your head and you have to deal with it. Like you could just be having a day and somebody maybe you know or don't know that well goes, "You taking turmeric?" "What?" "Turmeric, are you taking it?" "Turmeric? Yeah, you got to take that shit. Turmeric." "Yup." "The spice?" "Yeah, you got to take it. Turmeric, the spice." "Yeah, man, you got to take that." The spice that you buy once to make an Indian recipe and you never use it again and it stains your wooden spoon, that turmeric? "Yeah, you got to take that shit." "I do?" "Yup." "For what?" "Inflammation." "Of what?" "Just general inflammation." What is that?" "It's the new bad thing that causes all the other bad things." "What happened to cholesterol?" It turns out that's good for you." "What? When did that happen?" "Turmeric, huh? Who told you about this?" "My trainer." All right, so the guy who wanted to do something else with his life saw something online, told you, and now you're dumping it into my head. Now I got to worry about whether I'm going to take turmeric or not? And I apologize. I know it's a little condescending to trainers, and some people get a little weird about that. I don't know why. Is that a surprise? Most trainers wasn't their life goal, all right? They had other plans. The team didn't work out. They didn't make the team. They were at the gym a lot anyways. Whatever. Just wasn't the big plan for them, all right? They ended up there. And they can take this criticism. I'm just calling a fact. I'm not going to make fun of yoga instructors because that's different. That's sort of the last stop for them. You know, you want to be nice to them. You don't know how they got there. It's probably a harrowing tale, but you know you're kind of grateful they made it to wherever they are, and you know that you being in their class is as important to them as they are to you. Like, if it doesn't work out for the trainer, I'm sure he's going to figure out something else to do. The yoga instructor, we really don't know where that goes. You know, back to the turmeric guy. As he's walking away, he's like, "Oh yeah, if you're going to get the turmeric, make sure you get it with black pepper in it or it won't activate." Now, right there, doesn't that make you go like, that sounds like bullshit to me a little bit? Am I that big of a sucker that you think I would believe that? Where's the science on that? That sounds like a couple of vitamin hustlers sitting over a mound of wholesale turmeric with a bunch of empty gel caps. One guy going, "I don't know, man. I don't think we can move this just like this. It's just a spice. I think we got to add something." "Yeah, like what, boss?" "I don't know why it's a 30s movie." "I don't know, maybe another spice." "Yeah, like what, maybe pepper?" "Yeah, keep talking. Maybe we say it activates it." "Holy shit, that's a fucking $1 million idea right there. Let's load up these gel caps. Maybe Rogan will move them on his podcast." I mean, I know Maron won't do it. He's more of a Stamps.com Squarespace guy. But Rogan's sort of an old school supplement slinger. And I know I'm going to get a little flack for that comment. I know there might be a minor pile-on on Twitter of the monoculture of free thinkers, but I can take it. So I guess after all is said and done, I should just say that like I'm taking turmeric and I feel less inflamed, you know, in a general way, generally less inflamed. I'm going to believe that. I believe that. It's funny what we believe in. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. Sort of all kind of magical thinking because we're all frightened. But there's one thing that is kind of baffling to me. You know, we all take vitamins, yet there's a vocal but small minority of people in this country that refuse to vaccinate their children. They refuse to vaccinate their children because the jury's still out, I think, on the vaccines. Is it, though? Jury's out on vaccines? How many friends do you have with polio? A lot of polio people in the family and iron lungs? Got a lot of people, you know, in the iron lungs Did you ever get over that whooping cough you had? How's that kid with mumps of yours? Is that kid all right? You fucking moron? And they're always like, the measles isn't a big deal. Yes, it is. It was gone. There were no measles. And they're like, well, everyone knows you can knock out the measles with a high dose of vitamin A. What? No. I mean, if you add a little black pepper, I think maybe you got a shot at knocking out the measles. I don't know what's happening, people. I don't know. But it's pretty clear the world is ending. I don't want to shock anybody. Seems to be happening, though. I thought we'd get out. I thought we'd make it under the wire. I thought I would, I'm 56, but I don't know. I think we might see it. Certainly, it's been ending environmentally for a long time, and we've all kind of known it. We knew it. But I think on a deeper level, the reason we're not more upset about the world ending environmentally is I think, all of us in our hearts really know that we did everything we could. We really... Right? I mean, we really did. I mean, think about it. We brought our own bags to the supermarket. Yeah, that's about it. Like, we brought the bags right when they told us. We brought them, and it just wasn't enough, it turns out. Just not enough to, get us over the top with this. But I don't know, maybe this straw thing, the no straw thing, will maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll keep the polar bears from drowning. Sometimes the answer is right between your mouth and your soda, and you just take that out of the equation and the human species survives. You know what I mean? It's going to be a tough transition for a lot of people, oh, fuck, I guess we got to drink like grown-ups now. It's bullshit, man. No straws. Fuck this. Goddamn liberal. Okay, all right. I'm happy you came. I really am. I don't know how to. I don't know how to accept the love. I don't know how to accept it, but I'm gonna try. So I got this weird thing in my head. I'm sort of a mid-level celebrity. That's how I see myself. Mid-level. Not complaining, but I know where I'm at. I could be walking down the street, and 3 dudes could be walking towards me, and one of them will be like, holy fuck, Marc Maron. And the other two are like, no, I don't know that guy. Now, look, I'm happy the one guy likes me, but what I've learned over time is that I don't really have to stand there while he tries to explain who I am to his friends. That's not a great few minutes for me. Not great. When I'm standing there and he's saying, you don't know anything this guy's done? How is that even fucking possible? I mean, he's been doing it like 35 years, right, Maron? Yeah, about 35. It's been 35. You never listen to his CDs or the podcast or his own show or Glow or the specials or nothing? And the guys are like, no, we don't fucking know this guy. And that's when I'm like, I'm gonna go, I think. I think I'm gonna walk away from this because I didn't work 35 years for this feeling. Not great. And your friends are kind of assholes, am I right? The guy's like, yeah, they are, but they're my bros. But look, man, I don't have to hang out with them. I can hang out with you, Marc Maron. And that's when I'm like, I don't fucking know you. I don't know you or the people you're with. But, we hung out. The three of us spent a little time together. I showed his friends some stuff on my phone and me doing stuff, and I think they're on board. I think I pulled them in. I got a couple of newbies. Did a little missionary work is what I did. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. It's my job to think of funny things, to sit around and think of funny things. And a few weeks ago, I was sitting on my couch, and I realized, I just don't know. And then it went from there to what do I know, actually? And then it went from there to do I really know anything? How much do I really know? And you gotta be careful with this type of rabbit hole within your own brain because it can go quickly to do I even exist? Which is sort of sophomoric. But usually at that moment, I always look at my cat Monkey and I go, well, Monkey's there and he's looking at me, so I'm here. So Monkey's always the philosophy killer. I can always rely on him for that. But if you really think about what you really actually know, it's only a few things, 7 things maybe everybody knows. The rest are just patterns you call a life. And But like if you actually made a column of things you're pretty sure you know for sure, and then made another column of how you know those things, most of that column is like, no, some guy told me. You know, it's not sourced material. It's clickbait and hearsay. That's all. Goes into the head, locks onto a feeling. You're like, that sounds good. I'm going to tell other people that. And that's how brand marketing works, and also fascism, we're finding. So, what is the point? The point is, like somebody, like, I don't know, look, I take vitamins, all right? I take them every day. I take vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, and every day they're in my hand. I look at them. There's all these norms, which are basically just sort of like, you're going to do the right thing, right? Yeah, no problem. Don't worry. What is that? How do you enforce that? What if he doesn't fucking leave? Oh, my God. But worse yet, what if he gets elected again? Oh, man, I hope the voting works in our favor. But I was on stage, and I asked that question. I said, what if he doesn't leave? And a woman somewhere in back goes, there'd be anarchy in the streets. And I was thinking, like, in this country? I don't think so. I think what would happen is 3 days into him not leaving, people would be like, is he still there? This is so weird. It's so weird. I know, it's fucked up and weird. Totally fucked up and weird. Is he just gonna stay there? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, what do we do? I don't know. Do we even go to yoga anymore? Oh, we have to go to yoga. Like, now more than ever, we have to go because that energy is important out in the world. And the instructor, Chelsea, will be sad if we don't go, and I'm worried about her. Oh, thank you. Look, I don't really know. I don't know how it all, I don't know. Obviously, none of us do. And you're just trying to, you know, get through it. I hate when people go, don't normalize this presidency. I don't think anybody is really normalizing it, but we're just trying to deal. I mean, what's the alternative? To walk around going, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? Every day I'm terrified. This is fucking crazy. I mean, you can't do that. Many people have jobs. They have things to do. They have to function in the world. You don't want to be the crying guy at work. What's the matter with him? It's a Trump thing. It hasn't stopped for almost 2 years now. I don't know. How do you get through it? You know, you got to have some hope, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, spiritual? Are you practical? What do you do? I don't know who I'm asking. I don't know who I'm expecting to answer. I myself, look, I'm a Jew for you know, whatever that means. I mean, there's a broad spectrum of that, and generally, you know, I don't know if I was ever taught to use God, how to use God. We were told he was there, but most of what you learn as a middle-class American Jew is that you're better than other people, and you should say you're a Jew out loud occasionally, sometimes out of context. Like those are the basic rules. And we are better than other people. I'm sorry, I know that's why we're so contemptible to some of you, but yeah, that's true. And yeah, you just kind of say you're a Jew, like maybe at dinner someone says something and you say like, well, I'm a Jew, and it doesn't make sense to anybody really, and the one other Jew there kind of knows that you're taking the hit, like, you're the target now, and but I'm glad you did your part today. But I don't know, you know, the Jesus thing, that's different. You know, that's kind of dug in, right? If you got the Jesus put in you early on, it's usually terrified into you by terrified parents, and you're taken someplace once a week, and he scares you, at the very least. That's the best thing that can happen is just the basic fear, or the God fear is good. Leave it at that. And that kind of sticks in there. It sticks in a little deeper. You know, so I'm not judging, you know, your faith. Do whatever you got to do to get by, right? Jesus, Buddha, Allah, Yahweh. The Marvel universe, I think, works for some people. It's a very popular belief system. They claim that it isn't.